Hello everyone, and welcome to our third episode of Township Tales with Tasha. I am in the Claybox Gallery and Studio, being hosted by Gillian Turner. So thank you for taking the time to meet with us, Gillian.
Hi, well thanks Tasha so much for being here with me and giving me an opportunity to say hello to everybody out there.
Absolutely. So why don't we just find out about a little bit about you, where you're from, and how all of this came to be.
I'm Ottawa born. I moved out to the West Coast in 1994 with my family and 3 children. It was to the Claybox Valley, and then a year and a half ago I moved to Esquimalt with my son and his lovely wife.
Hello.
And now I live close to them and my little 5-month-old granddaughter.
I've seen her on Facebook. She's adorable.
She is very special to me.
Oh, you can definitely tell in the pictures.
Yes.
So what is your vision for this business?
Well, I've been a potter since 1994. And, you know, it's been a long and sometimes arduous learning curve. The fine art of ceramics has many different facets to it. And so it takes time and it takes proper facilities and resources in order to develop that skill like any other skill. So I opened up, you know, sort of during a strange time, but I really felt strongly that other artists, as well as myself, needed a venue to replace those venues and resources that had been momentarily shut down because of the pandemic. Like the markets and... Yeah, and you know, I mean, some people work all year long to get ready for this season, and to have that no longer available, I was really feeling like, you know, maybe I could do something and open up and at least have a few people that were interested have that opportunity to show off their work and share their work with Victoria and Esquimalt. So
that's amazing.
I also felt like people needed some fun. And well, not everyone finds this fun, but for me, working with clay is the joy of my life, alongside my grandbaby and my beautiful dog. So I thought, what if I opened it up, limited numbers, provided a space where we could distance and learn together, and provide little classes and little events for people, and really focus on bringing people's spirits up and just having that little escape for a few hours. I
love that. So why don't you tell us a little bit about date night?
Oh, so date night is on Fridays, and before everything was quite restricted, I provide everything you need and one-on-one instruction to make a vessel, a mug or a vase or even a bowl, and then it's all hand built. And then I provided refreshment with some sparkling apple cider and a charcuterie board to have a little break and just make it really fun for a couple to get out together and explore something entirely new and different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those were quite busy, and then they come back after I've fired and put the chosen glaze that they want onto their piece, and then they come pick it up. And it's like a surprise, like Christmas morning.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
So I noticed also all these little homes. So you actually have a project that you have done or are still in the process of doing called Tiny Homes?
You know, it's something I chose to begin, and it's ongoing. Right now I'm sort of restricted as to the kiln access that I need for the production of the little tiny homes.
Right.
But I initially was inspired by a CBC documentary on a small community in Manitoba called Garden Hill, which is very north, close to Churchill, so a pretty chilly, pretty isolated place. And the families that chose to make Garden Hill their home, the documentary stated a number out of 2,000 people that live there, 180 families had very subadequate or no housing, to speak of. Not only that, there were also huge problems with their potable drinking water. And you know, in the news, there's all this sensationalism, and stories come and stories go. And in my heart, I just didn't want that particular issue and those people forgotten. So I manifested that hope that they all have homes into the real world by making them each a little tiny ceramic house. I then had an opportunity with the Comox Valley Art Gallery to install that exhibition, along with some water towers to collect clean drinking water that were the size of the homes as well. There was a video installation as well as part of that. And I, you know, was privileged to be with 6 other ceramic artists in that show. And I got excellent feedback. People would come in and see all the houses gathered together and think, oh, that's so much work and there's so many houses. And I said, that's one tiny community in Canada where people are living in poverty and can't afford their own home.
Yeah.
So I was then invited to the BC Nonprofit Housing Authority conference. And it really, I think anyway, encouraged the further discussion of the affordability of a single family home, not only in BC, but on a worldwide level. And so it's my desire to just keep making the homes, getting them out there as a reminder to people that, you know, we're not all privileged and wealthy enough to have a safe roof over our heads. Just kind of a sad thing, and I'd like to see it change.
Wow, that's amazing, and I love that you are using your art as your voice to make those statements for those families.
The best way to make art. Everyone's voice.
Sure. So, how many artists are actually represented here at your gallery?
Currently, there are 9 other artists besides myself. I have put the word out to the local Pottery Guild, as well as other individuals I know that work in the field, to say that, you know, send me some images, come on in, let's have a conversation. You know, I can't include everybody, but I like to be as inclusive as I possibly can, and I'm really into the encouragement towards young artists just starting out, finding their voice and finding their brand and style when they're ready. You know, really encourage that exploration up to the point where they're there, and then supporting them by providing them a place to sell their work.
That's amazing. So any up-and-coming artists, please contact Gillian Turner.
Yeah, I do try and focus on ceramic and clay, but there are a few other things in here. You know, there's weavers, and there's I'm a local honey producer. There's a photographer that supplies me with beautiful, beautiful gift cards.
Nice.
So, and then eventually, 5 years from now, if there's enough interest, I'd really like to change the format of this from sort of a sole proprietorship into a cooperative that can include more of the community and really get some people that are interested involved in clay.
That sounds amazing. Well, I'll hope that happens for you.
You know what? I'm a believer. If you envision something and you're willing to do the work, eventually, if you keep at it long enough, it happens.
Well, I like that what you said on your webpage. You said you were manifesting a wish. And I really like that term. I think that's something that we should all learn how to do. All right. Is there anyone special that you would like to thank in our community?
There are a ton of people. I would love to thank the whole community of Esquimalt, really. They've been so supportive and so wonderful. The only way I advertise is on Facebook. I'm going to be 55 this year, so I am not an online marketing guru by any means. I feel that I would be put into the kindergarten class of online marketing. But so Laura Beth Keane, who has started Esquimalt Community Arts Hub, she has my heart. She has just given me so much encouragement and been absolutely instrumental in any publicity I've received.
Oh, amazing.
With her referrals and with her media releases. We sort of opened in tandem together. Next door, the people at Thrive and Shine, Maggie Rideout and Leanne, are always supportive of me. They send people over all the time, And Maggie initially introduced me to this beautiful space that I'm in.
It is a nice space.
Yeah, but I mean, I really do want to thank the community, right? Because together as a community, we have individual voices, but our individual voices join together and make this beautiful shout for the things that need to change and the things that need support.
Lovely. Love our community.
That
being said, what is your favorite part of the community? I think we've already touched on that. Is there a special place for you in the community?
You know what? I think the close-knitted nature of this community and the enthusiasm and the support of one another, and the support of the arts.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
Is wonderful. But I just, we're all different and we all belong here.
I love that. Is there anything that you would like to say to our viewers?
Just thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for your support of not just my little corner, but so many people are shopping locally and really giving that dose of encouragement and love to small business and local craftspeople, artisans, food producers. We need it right now, like very, very much. And thank you for the lovely choices you've been making.
Lastly, Gillian, is there a local business that you would like to nominate next, and why?
Yeah, I really would like to nominate next door, Thrive and Shine Cafe and Reactive Wear. They've been really good to me. The food there is delicious, and they've got some great products. So I think to be online and have that exposure would be lovely. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Everyone deserves their 5 minutes.
Well, I can't wait to meet them. I've not actually been in those stores yet, so I'll have to take a peek over there when we're finished
it out,
here.
Actually, I've got some things from there, and it's hard not to.
Any other words before we close?
Yeah, I'd really like to mention how amazing, beautiful, wonderful my family have been during this hurricane of creating this business and then opening within just a few months. My 2 sons and my daughter have been supportive. My cousin and his wife and kids have been amazing, and friends have helped out. So thanks to all of them. Yes, I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, thank you very much, Gillian, and I'm sure that we'll be seeing you around the community.
Stay happy.
Stay happy, it's Primal. Bye.
Bye.